We know you have an important decision this year when it comes to where you play online poker in America. Oh, wait, a lot of you can't. Well, we're proposing a new place to play poker in the USA, Club WPT Gold. That's right, online poker is back in America. 3 people who pre-register this week at clubwptgold.com will win a golden passport for a $5 million free roll tournament this December in Las Vegas. When you register, use promo code YouTube to be eligible to win a golden passport. Good luck and see you soon on Club WPT Gold.
Robl now this chip leader still with $3 million. Action on the big cheese, Tom Marchese, and now he's just fed up. He quickly folds.
Yeah, the big cheese worried about becoming Swiss cheese again here, Vince.
Into Daniel. Perper, he's going to squeeze out a queen 3, won't play that mess. Justin Bonomo is going to pop it up with an ace 10, makes it 100,000. Andrew Robl folds his hand. Bill Klein going out.
Over to John Juanda.
Oh boy,
Got 2 kings.
just amazing.
Remember the hand they didn't let him play when he picked up 2 kings, when he was late getting to the table. Then he picked up aces to more than double up, and now he's got kings.
He's raised to 300, and he's going to get the action by Bonomo. So a big pot. John Juanda with the kings, and the flop is a 10-5-7.
With 2 spades, so this could spell big trouble for Justin Bonomo. He's got top pair and top kicker, but Juanda with the best hand right now with 2 kings.
You got the solid overpair. Juanda with his 7th time at a WPT final tables, never taken a title, and he's going to push all in.
You saw the eyebrows go up for Bonomo there, because his tournament life is now on the line. What do you do here? $263,000 in real cash, the difference between 6th and 5th. But he's gambling.
Yep.
He's making the call here, and he's going to need help, or he's going to be our 6th place finisher.
No doubt about it. Bonomo's mohawk just spiked up a little bit more there when he saw those kings. Well, you can't blame Bonomo for calling this.
It's just hard to get away from this hand.
And here we go. We got 10s up against kings with 2 cards to go.
You can feel the drama now, folks, because the 6th place finisher gets nothing after putting up 100,000 and making it all the way down to the final 6. Vince, this is essentially a $263,000 real money turning river card here. That's what's at stake for these guys, at least that much.
Can Justin Bonomo get lucky on the turn? Let's take a look. No, it's a 7, pairs the board. So Justin Bonomo out of Fairfax, Virginia, in big trouble. Needs to hit an ace or a 10. Final card appearing. Can John Juanda's hand hold up?
Well, it's a 9. So that's going to do it for Justin Bonomo. The tough pro out of Toronto falls short tonight on the bubble. Unfortunately for him, he takes home nothing.
Oh, boy. Well, Justin, got to pick up nothing. Took a loss in this tournament. Over to talk to Jess Wellman.
Justin, you made it back to the final table, but you weren't able to improve on your 5th place finish from last year. How disappointing is it to get back here and miss out on the money?
It sucks. I mean, there's not really much other way to put it.
You are having an incredible year, though, and this is just another deep run and a great list of results, so you have to feel good about that.
Yeah, the World Series is coming up, so hopefully I'll do well there. You know, I can't complain too much. Life is good.
Well, best of luck at the World Series, Justin.
Well, we've seen it all at this final table so far tonight. The drama that the 6th place finisher got nothing. That would be Justin Bonomo, who just was eliminated in 6th.
All right, to the action. John Juanda with a quick fold. Tom Marchese now. He's going to lay down a queen 9, and now it's on Perper with the button, and also has a queen 9.
Yeah, he's going to raise on the button with it.
That's true. Makes it 100,000. Now Andrew Robl behind him with a 7-5.
He's going to come over the top and 3-bet this with the 7-5 offsuit.
Yeah, makes it 300,000 to go. Build out. Now Perper also with a quick fold.
So that's how you do it, folks. No hand. Just come right over the top of them and raise them with junk and take down the money.
Yeah, the crowd amused by that. They like that. Andrew Robl looking good.
That's how you do it with no cards, folks.
Incredible. All right, to the action. A quick fold by Daniel Perper. And now Andrew Robl with Jack-7 is going to raise. 1:30 to go. Bill Klein now. Folding, John out.
Everybody playing pretty aggressive here.
Tom Marchese now with a king-jack.
I call it trouble hand. Even if you hit a king or a jack on the flop and your opponent keeps betting, you're afraid he's got ace king or ace jack.
Good point, but it's not scaring off the big cheese. He has made the call, and here's the flop.
Now flop comes queen jack 5, all spades. Tom has flopped a pair and a king high flush draw. He is checked. And I'm guessing to check raise in case Robl fires at this pot with his jacks. He doesn't, he checks them.
Well, the turn pairs the board, pair of 5s.
Again, Tom checks.
Robl now with jacks and 5s. And he's going to check.
What a check by Robl there.
Good restraint, and an ace of spades on the river, giving Marchese the big cheese. The nut flush, and he's going to bet it.
He figures that Robl's probably got ace high in his hand, meaning he's got aces up here, and we'll probably call him.
Robl with jacks and 5s.
I'm thinking about calling with the jacks because just doesn't think Marchese would bet out with 2 aces. He'd just check it down here. So he's got a flush or nothing. At least I'm sure that's what Robl is figuring out right now. Robl's girlfriend sweating him on here.
Yeah, but he's up against Thomas Marchese, the big cheese, who's tougher than the chicken parm at the Olive Garden. So you got to think twice.
He's wincing, and he throws his hand away. Good lay down by Robl there.
Big cheese strikes again. Hitting the flush, raking in the chips. Right now, it's still John Juanda, who is the chip leader. Marchese in the middle of the pack with about 2.3 million. Here we go again. Right back on Marchese. Marchese has a uneventful queen 3, first position, quick fold. Daniel Perper now with an 8-6 of diamonds. These speculate.
Daniel came to this final table as our chip leader. He's now sitting in 4th place.
He's 37 years old. Wow, he's made it 130 to go. Around to Andrew Robl, who has a real hand, pair of jacks. Finally, Robl picks up a real hand. He is re-raised, going to 310. Now it's into Bill Klein, who has a little pair of 3s here.
Well, the pot's been raised and re-raised to him.
Certainly has.
I know Bill's on the short stack here. Wants to make something happen, but not sure this is the time you want to do it with 2 3s.
All in.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
He has misstepped there. Bill Klein's gone all in. Wanda out. Perper out. But a quick snap call, of course, by Andrew Robl with the jacks. Bill Klein's going to hate it.
You saw Bill wince right there. Just didn't like this
Open just over there.
particular timing of him moving all in, Vince, against a raise and a re-raise in front of him in that spot. But
I refuse to stand up early, though.
Well, he's been aggressive all night. It's been working, but this time just gets out of line.
That's actually the trick to hit it.
That's the optimism.
Bill Klein, the 64-year-old philanthropist, in a lot lot of trouble.
I got a straight flush draw and hearts going. What are you talking about?
Let's put out some hearts, make it exciting for TV. maybe like deuce 4 or 5 of hearts or something, but no 3. That ruins the excitement.
All right, here comes the first 3. And look at this.
3 right on the flop. It's come ace, deuce, 3.
Just amazing. A set for Bill Klein. He has outflopped Andrew Robl. And Robl looks sick.
5. I need a straight draw.
Could this be the night for Bill Klein? Things are happening so far. He's still got to sweat out a couple cards.
And it's a jack on the turn.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
Complete disaster as a jack hits on the turn.
Now I'm going to stand up.
This hand was made for
Well,
TV.
he can stand up because Marchese folded a 3.
The right hand was on top to begin with.
Bill Klein, drawing dead, going to be our 5th place finisher.
I folded queen 3.
Well, it's a 7. That's going to do it for the likable Bill Klein. Such a super guy, contributing the entire $263,000 to charity. His motto is every day is a great day, and to give back, and give back some more. Really enjoying life now and giving back, and you got to really appreciate guys like this.
Well, he is a generous guy. He's out in 5th place, and he's going over to talk to Jess Wellman.
Bill, you came in short, but you managed to double up, make the money, and you may be out, but we've got $260,000 going to a great cause, right?
They'll be split between two charities, right? Between cystic fibrosis and the Shea Therapeutic Riding Center, which is located in San Juan Capistrano. I got to say, this is a well-run tournament. Love the World Poker Tour. The guys I played with, great guys. I've had respect for them. I have more respect. They're great people. It was fun playing with them. Could have used one more 3, I think, at the end, but that's the way life goes. And all I know is when I grow up, I want to be me.
Sounds like you had an amazing time. I hope we see you again next year.
You will. You will, definitely. Thanks again. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, Bill.
Appreciate it.
Kim, over to you.
And actually going to Daniel Perper from Highland Park, Illinois, first to play. He's going to fold his hand. Now the chip leader, Andrew, with a king, jack of spades. Will pop it, makes it 130 to go.
Everybody going to raise with that hand on the button, especially if you're chip leader.
Now John Juanda has looked at only one card, I believe. It's an ace of hearts.
It's not a requirement to look at 2. You don't even have to look at 1. Just get your chips in there.
Yeah,
We play with guys, man. It's a bet in the dark.
that is true. 400,000 with just seeing the ace.
Well, this way you got 1 to sweat in case the guy calls you.
Tom Marchese out, and Andrew will make this call, so peeky time there for John. Flop comes up queen 8-3. Here we go, John. Squeeze it out. It's a jack of clubs. Nothing hitting on that flop. He's first to play.
And he's got the best hand with ace high, but do you lead out and bet?
Of course you do. Betting 435.
If your opponent raised you, what do you do then?
And Robl is going to respect that bet. He folds.
A good continuation bet there by Juanda.
See 2 cards.
That looks like you want to show 1 card at least.
No, I want to see 2 cards.
John,
I forgot.
he is giggling like a man that had just ace high.
Macau style.
He says it's Macau style.
Both John and Robl have been down to Macau to play in those ultra high stakes cash games.
All right back on it. Action on John. He's going to look at... Oh, he's doing it again, Mike. Only 1 card. Again, John Juanda, just looking at ace, has raised to 145. Timeout. Oh, boy, there could be big problems. Daniel Perper has picked up a real big hand. Pair of kings. Perper, the option trader, 37 years old, family man.
Well, he's on the short stack, man, so I'm expecting him just to come over the top and probably just put it all in.
Come on.
That's exactly what he's doing. He has gone all in. Robl out.
Well, John looking down at the second card now, the 10 of diamonds, so he's got ace-10 suited.
Not a bad hand.
Yeah, but do you want to put another 1.3 million in the pot with this hand? When your opponent's all in, he could have ace-queen, ace-king where you'd be dominated. The best hope is if he's got like 2 sevens where you're in a race, but pretty big gamble to take.
Would have liked my hand better if you a big blind. Small blind. But I don't think I can fold this, and especially this suited.
Looks like he might get sucked in. And yes, he does. He is making the call.
I raised 10.
Oh, John disgusted with himself now.
Well, great spot for Perper to double up here.
Kings have been holding up like so many times.
That is true.
Have you
The
noticed
Kings have
that?
been very solid, holding up.
Well, Perper says just let him hold up 1 more time.
There's Perper's dad in the audience, sweating his son.
And he can't even look.
No.
Vince, as you know, every time you have kings and you're all in, the guy's got an ace. Seems like the first card out is an ace, but
Don't jinx the man.
I'm not jinxing him. I'm not jinxing you, Daniel. Ignore what I said.
I think you just jinxed him. We will see.
2 diamonds.
Here comes the flop. Did Mike Sexton jinx Perper? Not yet. It's a 10-8 deuce. Good for Perper.
Well, it helps Juanda a little bit. He's got 2 10s now. But Perper well out in front with the 2 kings.
Staying stoic. Here comes the turn card. 8. That pairs the board. Also good for Dan Perper.
Well, Perper in great shape to double up here and make a race out of this thing.
There's John Juanda's family hoping against hope that
Ace of hearts.
John should hit. He says ace of hearts, and he gets
And
an
it
ace of
comes
hearts.
up on the river.
Oh, boy.
Heartbreak for Daniel Perper right there. He shakes his head in frustration,
Sorry, buddy.
like most everybody would, but good sport, shakes hands all around. But Vince, right now, his stomach's got to be like a washer on high speed.
Thank you.
I can tell you, it is going in circles. Got to be sick to go out like that.
Well, the pain continues here at Bellagio. He'll pick up $393,000. He's going over to talk to Jess Wellman.
Dan, you got it in with the best of it, and it just didn't work out for you, but you have to feel good about how you've done in this tough field, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I played really well. Didn't really have the cards go my way today, obviously. It was the first real hand I picked up and could have easily doubled up, and instead I'm out. So what can you do?
Exactly. Are we going to be seeing more of you on the poker circuit in the future?
Hopefully. I'm not going to be playing a lot of tournaments, but hopefully you'll see me anyway.
Well, it's an amazing start. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kimberly, back to you.
36 former Olympians in the O show.
Well, Mike, it's incredible. You know, Scotty Wynn actually was one of those divers before he started playing poker, of course.
I don't think so, Vince.
Scotty with the gold chains, and oh, he was great back
He'd
in the
never
day.
get up from the bottom if he went down with the chains.
The felt we go, the big cheese, Tom Marchese, first to act, and he is going to raise, makes it 120 to go. Andrew out.
All these guys have been at multiple WPT final tables. It's John Juanda's 7th final table. He was at our first ever final table in season 1. Finished second to Gus Hansen there.
John's call with queen 3. The flop comes up king, king 9. No help to either player. John is going to check.
Well, here comes the continuation bet that Marchese makes 100% of the time.
70,000 with just ace high.
But look at this, the savvy veteran looks like he's getting out raising chips, Vince.
How much? 70?
With just a queen 3 offsuit.
Well, perhaps. Inquiring how much? John Juanda.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he is going to raise.
What a play by Juanda.
Makes it 150 back into the big cheese's face.
Oh, you gotta love Marchese. He just feels like he's being had here.
Yeah, still got ace high. You think to yourself, wait a second, if Juanda really did have a king, is he going to re-raise at this point? Probably not. So maybe he's onto something. Maybe he's going to pop it. No! He's going to believe John Juanda, and Juanda's going to take that pot with a bluff.
What the first checker is that I should have done something about.
Like what?
Like not folded.
Casey realizing his pocket was just picked there.
It was a tell when Juanda deliberately showed the camera he was bluffing. Beautiful. He's scratching his head. What was I thinking, moving all in there?
Well, he's playing great. Tom Marchese, the big cheese, is the chip leader with 5.7 million. This time he's got king 6, and he's raised it to 175. Andrew Robl folding.
Well, certainly Marchese has been the most aggressive player at this table. No doubt about that.
Well, John Juanda has called with a 4 or 5 of spades. Here we go with the flop, and look at this. Juanda with a 4 flush and a pair. Juanda's check. Marchese's betting 225.
Well, you're going to see a check raise here. You got a pair and a flush draw. You're just putting all your dough in with it. You can't be drawing dead no matter what your opponent has.
Well, you're right. Makes it 725 to go.
Now, he knows the 2 6s would be good if he puts Juanda on a drawing hand, meaning a straight draw or a flush draw, and that's apparently what he's done because he's called the $500,000 raise.
He's going to get stubborn. He's sticking around. Here's the turn card. It's not a spade. Queen doesn't help either player. Andrew Robl has gone a little quiet, gets up from the table. John looks over.
Robl getting a little loving in here while these two guys are clashing. Juanda is going to check. And look at this. Now, folks, Marchese is not betting here because he thinks he's bluffing. He's betting because he thinks he's got the best hand. He has put Juanda on a drawing hand, and if he doesn't have the queen of spade, he knows his 2 6s are the best hand.
Marchese's bet 700,000. Is it time for Juanda to come over the top? We will see. John Juanda once sold Bibles door to door before poker, and now he's trying to figure out this hand. He's making this call. He'd love to catch his flush. Down to the river we go. Did he catch the flush? No.
The board pairs queens. Juanda checks.
Sure.
Well, Marchese is going to check also and win the pot with 2 6s. Unbelievable And Juanda is saying to himself, wow, look at this guy. He called my $500,000 raise on the flop, and then he bet $700,000 on the turn. How'd this guy know?
Oh boy, Juanda's saying, who is this guy? Young punk.
I can tell you what he's saying. He's saying, this kid plays above the rim. I got to go a little higher if I want to get a rebound off of him, that's for sure. Woo! We are seeing some poker.
Well, the Big Cheese is reading Juanda perfectly.
But I'm telling you, both those players fought for that pot. You just can't do it any better than that. He won the first 2 pots without having the best hand, and he won that one by getting a value bet in after he got raised $500,000 more and called him with middle pair, and then bet it on the turn.
I was there. All right, Tom Marchese this time gonna raise. Robl taking another break. Juanda's gotta be steaming with a 9-6 of hearts. Gonna make the call though. Tom Marchese, Big Cheese, way out in front now with close to 8.4 million in chips. Here's the flop, and look at this flop.
Now it's come ace, king, queen.
Juanda's flopped the flush, and he's gonna check.
Yeah, this is pretty much a cold deck here.
And Big Cheese has flopped a straight, and he's gonna bet 225.
Obviously, you're gonna bet with a straight here.
This is just revenge time, perhaps, for John Juanda.
Well, it's gonna be time for him to double up, Vince. Expect him to raise here. I expect Marchese to get the money in.
Well, he has raised it.
And you can't blame him if he does. He's just run into a cold deck, as we say.
Juanda has made it 7-10 to go.
The hand sort of plays itself.
There's the Royal Flush Girls Social Bar. And that's our buddy William Reynolds, the adventurer, the poker player.
Yeah, he's ones to watch this year on the World Poker Tour, but as you said, likes to climb mountains and do everything.
Yeah, interesting guy, and he's best buddies here with Big Cheese. And
All in. Call.
Big Cheese has gone all in, a quick call, of course, by John Juanda.
Well, Big Cheese can just start counting out how much Juanda has because he's doubled him up, drawing dead.
Unless something ridiculous happens.
Can call Royal Flush.
John Juanda gonna double up here unless it comes Jack of Hearts, 10 of Hearts, then they would split the pot.
Yeah, let's do that.
And there's John Juanda's family. And William Reynolds sweating out Jack of Hearts.
And that's his sister, Vince. And when Juanda was young, playing out on the tour and made some money, he took that money and put his sister through college.
To the turn.
Yeah, that seemed right.
And a 9 of diamonds on the turn. That's going to wrap it up. John Juanda's going to take home this pot. 6 of clubs.
The money didn't go in on the flop. It was going in on the turn. Just a cooler, as we say in poker. You can't get away from either hand. Juanda doubling up there.
Yes, it is payback time for John Juanda, 40 years old. Going after his first title here. He could become a WPT champion, and that's going to get him closer to that goal. Right back on John. This time he has an ace-7. The blinds are up to 50 and 100,000. John's going to make it 240 to go. Big Cheese going to take a little break.
Well, Robl, who's been sitting back watching these two guys clash for quite a while now, he's going to make the call with the Jack-8 of clubs.
Will it be John Juanda's night for the first time ever on the WPT to be a champion? This time he hits the flop, hits an ace. Andrew has checked. And John with the aces looks like he's getting out the continuation bet. Yeah, 395.
Now, Robl knows that he's going to bet no matter what he has. If he's got king, queen, if he's got 2 4s. You're fearful your opponent's got an ace, but you just can't give up every time the guy makes a continuation bet.
So you suggest a call?
No. I'm saying it's a tough decision with middle pair here.
All right, well, he's calling it.
And what makes it tough is you not only have to face this bet, the guy bets on the turn in the river. What do you do now with 2 8s? A 9 comes off. That's a good card for Juanda because he now has an open-end straight draw to go along with his top pair.
Robl has checked, and I'm surprised at this check. John Juanda checking there.
Oh, and an 8 comes off on the river. The joker for Robl right there. He's made 3 8s. He's going to win this pot.
Well, he's going to try to trap here, it appears. He's checked it on a sucker Juanda into a bet.
I don't see Juanda betting here either. He's trying to figure out what could the guy have where he'd pay me off, and I don't see anything.
Oh, he's going to slow down.
And wisely so, as Robl shows him 3 8s. Juanda getting very unlucky on the river there, but saying to himself, I should have bet the turn.
Slow roll, shoulder jack.
So things are turning. Everybody's had a shot. Andrew Robl on the short stack, going to pick up that one, and he needed it.
I mean, I can't have just a jack, right? Like, I have to have jack 8 or ace jack or
Andrew Robl, the poker pro out of Burlington, Vermont, 25 years old, gonna pick up that pot. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action from the WPT Super High Roller.
We know you have an important decision this year when it comes to where you play online poker in America. Oh wait, a lot of you can't. Well, we're proposing a new place to play poker in the USA, Club WPT Gold. That's right, online poker is back in America. 3 people who pre-register this week at clubwptgold.com will win a golden passport for a $5 million free roll tournament this December in Las Vegas. When you register, use promo code YouTube to be eligible to win a golden passport. Good luck and see you soon on Club WPT Gold.
I'm Marchese, youngest player at the table, out in front with 6.6 million.
Well, the blinds are 50 and 100. Action to go to the big cheese, they call him. That's Tom Marchese, the 24-year-old. He's going to raise 200 with an ace-jack. Andrew Robl out.
Juanda going to defend in the big blind with the jack 8.
Yes, he is. So ace-jack up against jack 8. Here come the first 3. Queen 9-6. Helps neither player.
Juanda checks. Oh, and for the first time tonight, Tom Marchese has not made a continuation bet on the flop. So, folks, I stand corrected when I said he bets 100% of the time after he raises pre-flop. He didn't do it there.
Trying to mix up his game a little bit. 7 diamonds on the turn. John's going to check again. And now, with just ace high, Marchese not wanting any part of it. He checks behind him.
And now a jack comes off. Both players have made 2 jacks. Marchese has him out kicked, but Juanda, obviously with all the checking going on, thinks he's got the best hand with 2 jacks. And he's going to bet it, and I don't blame him.
He's going to donate 285. Big cheese, quick call.
And Marchese going to win the pot with 2 jacks with an ace kicker. By not making the continuation bet, he made extra money on the river vents. And changing gears that time bode well for him.
Yep. Young man from Parsippany, New Jersey, Thomas Marchese, playing that well. But you got to mix up your game, as Doyle Brunson used to say. Change gears every once in a while, and that's what we just saw. Nicely done. This time, John Juanda first to play with the button. He's got a queen 9 of clubs. And he's getting out, raising chips.
Can't blaze him for raising on the button here. Most players would do it.
230,000 to go into Tom.
And Marchese, he just hates to give up a pot.
Tom's got king 5, and he's going to take a break.
He lets it go reluctly.
And now Andrew Robl. This is Andrew's 17th WPT tournament. 6 cashes already.
Yeah, he's going to defend out of the big blind.
Plays in the biggest games in the world in Macau. And there's the flop. It's an ace, jack 8.
His highest finish previous to this was second to Antonio Esfandiari right here at Bellagio's 5 diamond tournament.
Andrew hits jacks. They both check, though. Turn cards to 6 of clubs. Doesn't help either player. Andrew now gonna get out chips. Yep, he's gonna bet 300,000 into John, who has an inside straight draw. That's about it.
And he can only win the pot with a 10 as the cards lie.
But he is gonna speculate.
Well, he's gambling here. You wonder about that. Maybe he thinks he's gonna win the pot with a 9 or a queen as well as a 10.
River card, deuce of clubs helps neither player.
You might think Andrew Robl made a straight draw on the turn. Maybe he's got a 7-9 or a 5-7, but here's a case if I was Andrew, I would check on the river. In case my opponent had a draw in hand, I'd want him to bet on the river. Or I could pick him off, but by leading out, you don't figure to make any money.
Well, he's gonna bet 600,000. And John Juanda, who we saw play 10 years ago at our very first tournament in Bellagio, finished second to Gus Hansen, is back. It's good to see him back. And right now, he's been pushed around by these young pros.
I'm gonna regret this one.
And he's going to push himself out of his hands. Wisely done. Andrew Robl taking the pot.
Not easy to push around John Juanda. The guy's got 5 World Series of Poker bracelets. He was the European World Series of Poker champion back in 2008. Won the best all-around player numerous times. He's got over 11 million in career earnings. Impressive. Now that's impressive too for Will the Thrill Fiala. He's out in front in the WPT Player of the Year standings. Can he hold him off with one event to go, the WPT World Championship?
Yeah, Will, the wannabe gangster from New York. He's a character, colorful. But let's go back to these three. Thomas Marchese has folded. Andrew Robl now. Oh, he's got the weapons of mass destruction. How do you like that? And he's going to raise with him. Makes it 250 to go. John behind him's got a pair of nines.
The small blind raises. You got 2 nines in the big blind. You're obviously going to re-raise.
750.
Oh, whoa. John's made it 750.
You're just not going to get away from this hand, I don't think. Just a dream scenario for Andrew Robl. The guy has 3-bet you here, and you're looking down at 2 aces.
Well, do you push now, or do you just call?
All in.
Well, there's your answer.
I think he's going to push.
He's going to push, and I don't see Juanda getting away from this hand, folks. I mean, your opponent has to have a giant pair for you not to have the best hand here.
Call.
You got to do it. He's calling, and he's going to hate it.
You make the same play with 2 7s or 2 8s or ace queen. Unfortunately for Juanda, the guy's got the overpair, and Juanda's going to be out in 3rd place unless he gets some help here.
Yeah, John Juanda, 20 WPT cashes, his 7th time at the final table on the World Poker Tour. His back is up against the wall right now.
Insurance.
Well, it's really up against it because he can't make a flush to win the pot either. They both have the same suits in their pairs.
Well, John Juanda, he used to sell Bibles door to door. Now he needs a prayer, and that's for sure. Let's see if he gets it on the flop.
5 4 3 is the flop. Juanda needs a 9 to win the pot. If it comes 2 runners to make a straight, they would split the pot. If he doesn't get some help, the former track star will be running out of here in 3rd place.
No help there. It's a king of hearts on the turn. Andrew Robl 1 card away from pushing out the great John Juanda out of the WPT Super High Roller. There's Andrew's girlfriend sweating her man. River card coming up. Juanda, can you hit the 2 outer? Let's see.
Nope, it's a 3. So that's going to do it for John Juanda. 10 seasons ago at our first WPT ever final table, John Juanda finished 2nd. Here it is, 10 seasons later, finishing 3rd tonight. Going to take home $526,000 for his efforts. But tonight, the young guns schooled the old school guy.
John Juanda, always a pleasure to watch him play. He's going over to talk to Jess Wellman.
John, another deep run for you on the World Poker Tour. I know it's not a 1st place finish, but are you happy with the result?
It's a little disappointing, not because I finished 3rd, but I'm just not very happy with the way I played. I could have played better.
You're one of the big names in the game. You were here at the first event in Season 1. You're here again in Season 10. You know what it takes to succeed. Of these 2 guys, who do you think has what it takes to take down the title?
They're both very tough players. But, you know, I've played with Andrew Robl a lot. You know, we play a lot in the cash game in Macau, and he's an awesome player. And also a very good friend. So if I have to pick one guy, then yeah, I'll go with Andrew.
All right. Thanks, John, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Kimberly, over to you.
Players that started this final table, Tom Marchese, Andrew Robl, and as you can see, they're about dead even in chip count right now.
The antes are 25,000 blinds. 125 and 250. Here we go. Robl with a queen 10 of hearts has raised, makes it 500,000 to go. But Tom, Big Cheese, has ace jack of diamonds.
That's a big hand playing heads-up poker. Marchese knows it, and he's going to re-raise.
Yep, going to 1.2 million.
But Robl going to fight for the pot. He makes the call, so we're going to see a flop here. The flop comes Jack 7 deuce, all spades. Nice flop for Marchese, and then he's got top pair with top kicker.
Yep, and he's coming out with the bet. 1.2. Andrew, nothing hitting there for him.
He's got no hand, no draw, yet he is reaching for chips to try to win this pot.
Well, you're right. He's going to try to bluff it. He has re-raised. He makes it 2.5 million.
All in.
Oh, wow. Right back in your face, Andrew.
He's going all in because he had ace jack, but had he had ace king, ace queen, ace 10, he'd have mucked that hand. Well, that's the first pot that we've seen Robl make a move with no hand in that spot, and it cost him. He got burned, Vince. He better go back to his tactics. of just waiting on a hand before he starts putting in a lot of chips.
He was burnt like the fried chalupa at Taco Bell.
Well, you got to admire the play, though. A lot of hands his opponent would have thrown away right there.
On.
Andrew Robl now says all in with just 10-8.
How much is it?
Tom's got a pretty good queen 10. Well, Andrew has just passed the pain threshold. He says if this guy has to take runner to beat me, I might as well just push now with nothing hands. And now, big decision for Big Cheese.
He knows he could gamble here. He'll still have the chip lead if he plays the pot and loses it, but still, do you want to give your opponent another 2.4 million with just a queen 10?
Well, he will be a hero if he should make this call on his hand hold up.
I call.
Oh, he's gonna love himself.
Wow.
He's called. And now he's in a great position to take this title.
What a call by Tom Marchese right there. Has his opponent dominated. It's queen 10 versus 10-8, but Vince, I promise you, not a lot of players would have made that call of an all-in bet with queen 10.
No.
In this situation.
Like he could see right through the cards, boy. What a nice call.
Well, Robl got very unlucky a little while back. Perhaps he'll get lucky here to stay alive.
Finish him, Cheese.
He got the suck out of a lifetime. That is Tom Big Cheese Marchese, and now he's on the verge of taking down this title. Can Andrew get revenge with an 8? Can he do it?
He's flopped flip 8.
Oh my gosh.
It's come 8-8-7. And right there, you see some poker justice, folks. No doubt about it.
Happy days for the Robls. He stays cool.
Well, one more time. Marchese has to hit 2 runners to win the pot. Doesn't happen here.
No, it does not.
Well, that's going to do it. Robl going to double up here. No card. Marchese can catch to win the pot.
No rhyme or reason out here tonight.
You'd think a guy's supposed to be rewarded for making a call like that.
Yeah.
Instead, he's punished.
He is punished.
This is great. This is awesome.
Andrew Robl's girlfriend there, trying to cheer him on, and why not?
Just as long as he wins.
He knows there's a lot of big malls in Las Vegas he can do some nice shopping in if he wins this tournament.
That's how dirty this game can be. The deck can take you and roll you.
Nice comeback for Andrew.
And even after losing that pot, you see Marchese still out in front, 8 million to 5.6 million.
This is an incredible seesaw battle of heads-up competition at Bellagio.
Well, we've seen the poker guys bless both of these guys so far when they've had all their money in as a big dog.
Robl this time moves it up, raises, makes it a $500,000 with ace-4. Right behind him, the Big Cheese has got a real hand, a mid-pair, pair of 8s. Then he's going to re-raise, going to 1.2 million.
Let's see what Robl does here, but you might think it's the kind of hand a guy can get away from here. You still have over 5 million left if he throws it away now, but
On.
Wow.
oh, he's gone all in.
Voice cracking, goes all in, and a quick call by Big Cheese.
I don't like this all-in bet by Robl. Even if his opponent's got queen jack or king queen, he's only $1.50 underdog. There's virtually no hand he can beat.
Let's try the same flop. 8-8-7.
And the ones he can beat, he's still not much of a favorite in. So, not fond of this play, but let's see if it works out for Robl.
You just got to think it doesn't make sense. He's pushed a little too hard, and right now he's on the verge of losing. Here's the flop.
And 8 right on the flop. Marchese has hit 3 8s. And now Andrew Robl must catch 2 runners to win this. He must catch a deuce and a 3 to make a straight. Obviously a 6-7 would give him a straight also.
6-7.
He needs to hit 2 runners. Nothing else will do. Must make a straight to win.
We can't have 2 beats like that.
Well, we saw Marchese do it earlier.
Yeah, we did, but
Can Robl do it? A jack comes off. Tom Marchese has done it, Mets. He is our champion.
the Big Cheese is the winner here at Bellagio. The $100,000 super high roller. Congratulations, Big Cheese.
You got to feel good for Tom, but you got to feel very sad for Andrew Robl, who was so close to winning this tournament.
That is the heartbreak of all heartbreaks for Andrew Robl, who played impeccably. And he's going over to talk to Jess Wellman.
Andrew, you took one of the roughest beats we've seen in a while. Vince Van Patten said it's the worst he's seen on the tour in years, but you handled it like a pro, and you couldn't really see on your face what was going on in your mind. What went through your head during that hand?
When the hand's all in, I try not to think about it if there's still play left afterwards, just so I'm emotionally ready to play the next hand regardless of what happens. So there was still, a lot of chips left, a lot of play left after that, so I just moved down to the next hand.
All right, now we go to Mike Sexton with our new super high roller champion, Tom Marchese.
Okay, well, the winner of the WPT Super High Roller at Bellagio, Tom Marchese.